The exhaustion hits around 2 p.m. every day. Like clockwork. You slept 7 hours. You ate clean. You even skipped the sugar. And still, your energy collapses by mid-afternoon like someone pulled a plug somewhere deep inside you. Here's the part nobody talks about. It's not your willpower. It's not your discipline. It's not even your diet. Not really. It's your mitochondria. And here's the thing nobody tells you. Most people think mitochondria are just the powerhouse of the cell, some dusty textbook line from 9th grade biology. They're not just powerhouses. They're a workshop, a crew of tiny engineers, working around the clock, building the energy that keeps your brain sharp, your mood stable, your muscles firing. And like any workshop, they get cluttered. They get damaged. Old, broken machinery piles up. If nobody clears it out, the whole crew slows down. That's the blind spot. You've been trying to fix your energy from the outside. Coffee, sugar, willpower. But the real problem is happening inside a structure smaller than a speck of dust, multiplied by the trillions. Researchers at the Salk Institute have spent years studying exactly this. How cells decide when to repair old machinery and when to build new mitochondria altogether. There's a name for this process. It's called mitochondrial biogenesis. I know. That sounds strange. Stay with me, because this changes everything. Your cells have a switch, a literal molecular switch called PGC1 alpha. When it flips on, your body starts manufacturing brand new, high-performing mitochondria. Cleaner, stronger, more efficient than the tired ones running on fumes. Most people assume the only way to flip that switch is fasting. Starve the body. Force it to adapt. But that's not the full story. Here's where it gets counterintuitive. You can trigger this same switch without ever skipping a meal. Your body was never broken. It was running the wrong program. And there's a second player in this story, a silent one. A pathway called AMPK. Think of it as the foreman on the job site. The one who decides whether the crew cleans up old debris or just keeps building on top of the mess. Most days, that foreman never gets the signal to start cleaning. Not because you're doing something wrong, because something else, something almost invisible, is blocking the message before it even arrives. What happened next, when researchers isolated exactly what was jamming that signal, surprised even them, because the culprit wasn't sugar, it wasn't fat, it wasn't calories at all. It was something you've probably done 4, 5, 6 times today without even noticing. It's snacking, not junk food snacking. Any snacking, every time you eat, even a handful of almonds, even a healthy bite, insulin rises. And here's the critical thing to understand. As long as insulin is elevated, AMPK stays quiet. The foreman never gets his signal. The cleanup crew never shows up. Old, damaged mitochondria just keep piling up, running inefficiently, leaking energy instead of producing it. This was never your fault. Constant grazing was sold to you as good metabolism management. Instead, it was quietly starving your cells of the one signal they needed to repair themselves. Here's what changes everything. You don't need to fast for days to fix this. You need 3 days of precise spacing and specific inputs. Morning. Get outside within 30 minutes of waking. 10 minutes of direct sunlight anchors your circadian clock. And a clean, protein-forward breakfast, eggs or Greek yogurt, gives your mitochondria amino acids without the sugar spike that silences AMPK. Midday. Space your meals 4 to 5 hours apart. No snacking in between. After lunch, take a 20-minute walk. This is Zone 2 movement. Gentle enough to stay conversational, strong enough to force your muscles to demand more oxygen, which is one of the strongest natural triggers for PGC1 alpha. Add broccoli sprouts or a square of dark chocolate here. The sulforaphane and cocoa flavanols support your mitochondria's antioxidant defenses directly. Evening magnesium glycinate before bed. Magnesium is required for the enzyme that actually produces ATP. Skip it. And even healthy mitochondria underperform. Dim the lights 2 hours before sleep. Blue light suppresses melatonin, and melatonin does far more than help you sleep. It protects mitochondrial membranes overnight, while your cells run repairs. None of this asks you to fast. It asks you to stop interrupting your own repair cycle. Do this for 3 days, and the shift compounds. Day 1. The fog lifts slightly. Day 2. The 2 p.m. crash softens. Day 3. Something clicks. Energy that doesn't spike and crash. Just steady, clean fuel. Because these steps don't work in isolation. They stack. Sunlight primes your clock. Spacing primes AMPK. Movement primes biogenesis. Sleep locks it all in. Your body was never fighting you. It was just waiting for the right signal. And there's one more switch we haven't touched yet. One that hides in the cold, and it might be even more powerful than anything you just heard.